This is New Day Northwest. Now, here's Margaret Larson.
Good morning, everybody. First up today, we learned to make a pizza so delicious that it won an award for 2017's Best American Pizza, and it comes from a little shop on Bainbridge Island. Will Grant is the owner of That's Some Pizza, and he competed in the prestigious Caputo Cup this past October. He took first place over 40 other pizza chefs. Here with this award-winning sourdough gorgonzola recipe, please welcome Will Grant. How are you?
Great, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
So happy. Now, this is named after the Caputo Flour Company, right?
Absolutely, yes.
And it's an international competition.
It is.
So how did you get involved in this?
Well, I've been making pizza my whole life. For about 35 years, since I was 5 years old, we've been doing sourdough pizza over in Kitsap County. And I did a class over with Tony Gemignani in downtown San Francisco. And Tony said to me, you know, you need to compete. You've been doing this for 35 years, do it. So I did, and I went to New Jersey, not expecting to win, but
you won.
I won.
Now, tell me about this sourdough starter before we do anything else. This is a bit of history, everybody. Where did the sourdough starter originate?
So during the Klondike Gold Rush, people couldn't get enough food to Alaska and to Canada. And part of the requirements of them going there to mine is they had to bring a year's worth of food out there. So the easiest way for them to do that was to have a sourdough starter such as this one. And this is actually from then 120 years old sourdough starter.
This has been living.
This is a living, breathing organism that we've been feeding
120
every day
years.
for 35 years. We got when it was 90 years old.
That is fantastic. All right, well, I'll put our carefully curated elderly sourdough starter over there, and then let's make this pizza.
Absolutely.
What do you start with? You have your, obviously, your
We have
sourdough
our pizza dough. So we age this for 72 hours before we use it. And it is.
And does that make it more sour, less sour?
Well,
what does that do?
Well, really, sourdough really isn't sour per se. It's more about the fermentation process. You know, before World War I, there was no leavens you could buy. You couldn't buy yeast at a store. You had to have a living organism, a living leaven like this to make your breads. So before, there was only flatbreads. Then after this came along, you got the sourdough breads.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the longer you ferment it, the more digestible the pizza is, or any kind of bread's there for you. And plus, you get a better flavor profile out of it.
Fantastic.
So what you want to do is grab it kind of by the bottom.
Okay.
Slide it over. And you take and you rub a little flour on your nose. So we're going to go ahead and flop it upside down on the flour. We're going to use our hands to make a circular shape with it.
All righty.
I find that if I sing when I do this,
Yeah,
I
you
ain't
go
to bust
ahead.
it twice just because she is so nice, Angelina. Angelina, the waitress at the pizzeria.
I don't have to flip it, do I?
You do.
Oh,
you have
no.
to.
Okay. Oh,
There you go. So you still managed to get some on your nose.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. I'm going to be covered with flour when we're done. How am I doing?
You're doing great. That's
Okay.
perfect. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to grab these sneaky little screens underneath here.
Alrighty. I tried to keep it a little bit round.
Absolutely. Well, you know, it doesn't really matter before the fact. It's more
Oh,
of when you put
okay.
it on the screen. So
Alrighty.
go ahead and pick it up
Pick it up.
and put it on there. So see, we're not quite there yet. So what we're going to want to do is go ahead and stretch out the little edges.
Okay.
You don't want to pull from the middle. You want to pull from the sides.
From the sides. Okay.
Absolutely.
And am I making a little, I don't know what, a little crusty edge
With
here?
this kind of self-leavened dough, it's going to make its own crust.
Oh, okay. So
What
I don't
we'll
have
see
to worry
in the
about
finished
that.
pizza. Yeah,
Mine's
so you're
kind
good
of
there.
thin right there. Is
That's
that bad?
fine.
That's
no,
okay.
that's okay.
All right.
The key is you don't want to push into the screen because what will happen is it sticks to the screen.
Don't want
you
that.
put your paddle through it in the oven and you come out with two pizzas. So.
All right. So
But
did
like I
do
said, we're
okay?
not really cooking this one here anyways. That's
All
great. So next, I guess I should do my pizza.
Yes,
wow, you're
let's see the
teaching me here.
professional.
What else should we do
There
next?
we go. We're going to, do we have sauce?
We do. We have my homemade gorgonzola sauce here. This
Okay.
is what I went with. And
Oh my gosh,
a little
I love
trick.
gorgonzola.
A little trick with pizzas is less is more. The more you put on, the harder it is for a pizza to cook. So we're going to go very lightly. We're going to spread this gorgonzola dressing
Okay,
around.
that's about enough.
Yeah. If we need a little bit more, we can spread it out.
And somehow you're not messing up the dough while you do that.
No.
So you've got the right touch.
You just
Oh,
got to
that
do it just
smells
lightly.
so good.
Isn't that amazing? Where's smell-o-vision when you need it?
I know, we should, but everybody knows gorgonzola
Yes.
is yummy, I hope.
Well, then I lighten it up. I use a little rice wine vinegar in my recipe because
Yeah.
gorgonzola can be so strong, and I've seen so
Right.
many chefs use it and really overpower what you're
So
doing.
we don't need a lot. We just
Exactly.
need to get a little bit of flavor underneath whatever is going on top.
So why don't you go ahead and keep
Okay.
spreading? Actually, I'll
Alrighty.
take this over here to spread
You're
it
not
around.
going to let me cheat with more. Going to
Nope.
make me spread. Okay, alrighty. Is that far enough out?
That's
on the
perfect. You know,
sides?
the idea is you want to give a little bit of crust, but with this kind of pizza with a lighter sauce, it's fine.
Okay.
So
All right. How do you feel about that?
that's beautiful. Good job.
you.
You're hired. We're
You know
putting her
what?
to work,
That's what I'm
guys.
trying for here today. This is my audition.
So next, we're going to go ahead and put some mushrooms over the top.
Okay. Do you like a lot? A little?
About medium. About a handful would be good.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Just kidding.
Messed up the pizza. I don't want to mess up the pizza. All right.
No, I do a little bit lighter too, just because the fact that I don't pre-cook any of my ingredients. I cook it with pizza. The bread takes on more flavors, more characteristics
Got
of the
it.
vegetables
All right,
when
I
you do
won't
it that
add
way.
any. How about that?
Perfect.
Okay.
Next is our red onions.
How do you feel about the amount on here?
But a little bit lighter. You know, the thing about mushrooms, they have so much moisture in them, they really shrink down when you cook them on a pizza.
Is that enough?
A little bit more.
A little bit more? Right around the edge? Those are
Beautiful.
so pretty. And just 1 second. Let's do a little decorative
Absolutely.
maneuver here.
Yeah.
One more. How do you feel about that?
Perfect. That's beautiful.
Pine nuts?
Let's do some pine nuts next, my favorite, especially toasted pine nuts.
So you don't pre-toast these, they
no,
just
no,
go
no.
on top.
Once again, like all the vegetables, I cook everything on the pizza.
Okay.
Beautiful.
There
Now here's the tricky part, the minced garlic and oil.
we go. Okay.
So take a little bit of your hand
Okay.
and put your hand together like that and shake it.
And sort of claw it out.
Exactly. And that way it spreads it out so it's not in big clumps for you like
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry, everybody, who I'm going to talk to for the rest of the day. I apologize now.
And so next, we're going to put some feta cheese on it.
Okay.
And this is kind of tricky because we put a little cheese on now, then after it cooks, we put it on again so it'll melt on afterwards.
Okay, so not a ton right now.
You can do a little bit more now, yes.
How do you feel about this? I need a lot of reassurance. More?
More. Let's do it.
Oh, lots more?
Yeah, do
Oh,
it.
Well, hang on.
Wait, not that much.
How's that?
That's perfect.
Whoops, I sort of missed a spot.
You
We
miss,
don't
you
want to miss
can't,
a spot. There we
you
go.
don't want to miss a spot.
Hopefully we're going to put this in the oven somewhere.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, we can
We're
put it in the
not
oven in the
gonna
back,
waste
but yeah, we can. Want to make another
So
one? Or
that's
try.
it.
See, you got your skills. You want to do a
I've got my
second one,
skills.
or do you just want to go straight in
we
to try
can,
some of the
we can
pizza?
go forward now. Let's.
Okay.
What other kinds of pizza do you guys make?
Well, we make all kinds of pizza. We do a lot of traditional pizza, and we do these gourmet ones. And this is a fun part here. Is after the fact, we put the gorgonzola on again to melt it down.
Look at this.
And that is
That's
the award-winning
perfect.
best pizza in the nation, gorgonzola vegetarian.
Now, when you slice that up, do you fold it to eat it?
Absolutely. That's
of
how
course.
you eat all pizzas.
That's one of the ways you won in New Jersey. You knew to fold.
Exactly. Well, you know, it's just been a lot of fun, and the pizza community was so welcoming to me there. And
Pizza community. Huh?
it's amazing, and there's a lot of people. It's a big business. I think there's
Now,
over.
how do we find? Just hang on to that because we're gonna give people a taste.
All
but
right.
How do people find you in Bainbridge, and are you overwhelmed with customers now that you're an internationally?
We were
award-winning
overwhelmed
pizza
before.
place?
We're really overwhelmed now.
You have like 500 square feet.
500 square feet. They're in the same spot we've been for 35 years. On Friday and Saturdays, it's a 2-hour wait to get your pizza, and people line up out the door to wait to get our pizza.
Oh my gosh,
It's
really?
amazing, yeah.
Okay,
You
well,
can find us on that'sasome.com, and That's a Some Pizza on Instagram, and That's a Some Pizza on Facebook.
perfect. Don't we think he needs like some other locations? Yeah. Yes. Yes, we'll try for that. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
You
this
bet.
is delicious
Thank
and
you.
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's
Thanks for
well
having me
deserved.
on.
And he has a 6-year-old daughter who will grow up and take over the pizza business, I feel sure.
My pizza princess, Angie.
Bonus, we have put Will's sourdough gorgonzola pizza recipe up on New Day's website for everybody to try at home. That was very generous. Thank
Absolutely,
you.
yeah.
But we don't have your starter.
Nope,
We're
not,
gonna have to
not
go
yet.
on our own.
Pretty soon we'll be selling it on our website, though. So.
Up next, the author of a new book, So You Want to Talk About Race, after this.